Hey there, are you already having second thoughts about that New Year's workout resolution or that goal to get fitter? Are you already having second thoughts? Are you wondering how in the world am I going to stick to this, Cece? Well, stay tuned because today I'm sharing 4 tips to help you stick to your workout goals, okay? So, my name is Cece Cheney. Thanks for hopping on today. What is your favorite type of workout? Let me know, okay? So, I thought this would be a really good one. One of my mentors said yesterday, there are already people who've quit on their New Year's resolutions, and I was kind of like, really? Like, we've barely made it over the 1 week mark. And so I Googled it just a few minutes ago, and the Google told me, Google told me that something like 77% of people are able to stick to it for at least a week. And I was like, that's not a good start, right? Like, there are already people starting to drop off and we've barely made it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to share a couple of tips to help you so that you can continue on your path to a healthier, happier life, right? So what's one thing to think about? Well, the first tip is find a workout you enjoy and look forward to. So if you follow my stories at all, you might know I have been changing up my workout routine every morning, right? So I've been trying out little snippets of workouts to see kind of what I like and what I don't like. And this morning it was really funny because my husband asked if he could join me, and sort of midway through the workout, he's like, I don't ever want to do this one again. Which was great, right? Because he's like, you know what? This is not something I look forward to. There's no way I'm getting back up and doing this one again, right? Because I work out in the morning. So you want to do that too. You want to find something that's enjoyable for you, something that you can absolutely look forward to, so where it feels like something that you want to do. If you're doing something that just feels miserable, you're probably not going to stick with it, right? So maybe you've had to try some different things out and see what works there. Second tip, this one is so important. Put it in your calendar as you would any other appointment, right? Things that get scheduled are the things that get done. So this is something that I've included as a part of my morning routine. Right now I'm doing the Miracle Morning. And so it's just a part of the things that I do in the morning before I get to work, right? You might not be a morning person. It might be something you do on your lunch break. It might be something you do in the afternoons or the evenings, but actually scheduling it into your day so that you actually show up and do it, I think is a really important tip, okay? The article that I was reading also shared a tip. They said you can break up your workout into shorter spurts, right? So rather than doing a 30-minute workout in the morning, you could do 2 15-minute workouts or 3 10-minute workouts throughout the day. And science shows that it's just as effective as doing the one longer workout. If you're somebody who's short on time and you're like, I'm looking at my calendar, there's not a 30-minute gap anywhere. I bet you could find 10 minutes, right? I bet you could find 10 minutes in the morning. I bet you could find 10 minutes in the afternoon if you really want it, right? I bet you could find some smaller spurts, right? And the last thing that I really liked in this article that they were sharing, as they said, instead of setting these big long-term goals that can be kind of scary, set some mini goals, right? So the article was kind of sharing a lot of people set these huge outcome-oriented goals, like I'm going to lose 50 pounds, I'm going to get 6-pack abs, I'm going to run a marathon. Let me tell you, I did a half marathon. It is not easy. But you have these really big goals, and while that can be motivating for some, it can also be very intimidating, and it can take a very, very long time for you to achieve those goals, right? And that's when you give up because you're not seeing the progress towards that thing, right? So like for the half marathon example, right? I started off when me and my friends sat down and said, hey, we're going to do this half marathon thing. I set off to be able to do a 5K first, because that was something that was more realistic for me, right? So I set mini goals. So one of the first things I did was I set a race for a 5K, and I completed that. And then I set another one, right? Because my first one was a disaster. If you've ever heard me tell that story, I set another one, and then it was a 10K, and then it was a half marathon. So I had some smaller mini goals, and that might be the way that you need to look at things, right? Now, even those might sound really big to you. So you might think about other things like, you know what? I am going to increase how far I walk, right? You might increase the length of your workout. I'm going to do an extra, I want to work up to an extra 5 minutes of a workout. I want to work up to an extra half a mile, right, in the next month or whatever, right? I want my planks to be 5 seconds longer, right? So giving yourself little mini goals that you can work towards and celebrate when you actually achieve them will make a huge difference for you, okay? So those are the 4 things. Find a workout you actually enjoy and look forward to. Don't be like my husband, like, I ain't doing this again, right? Number 2, put it on your calendar. Schedule if you're serious about doing it. Don't be afraid to break up that workout. Number 3, and set those little mini goals so that you can see your progress and celebrate your progress along the way. So I hope those 4 tips help you. The article I was reading actually had 9 total. So if you're thinking, okay, I'm still feeling a little stuck, I could use a little bit more help with really sticking to this, shoot me a message. I'll get you over those additional 5 tips. And if you haven't already, sent me a message saying, add me to your event this weekend. Hello, what are you waiting on? If you've got health goals, if you want to improve your physical health, if you want to improve your financial health, you should be attending my event this weekend, right? It's online, so you don't have to worry. Send me a little message that says, hey, I want to go to that thing, and I will add you to the Facebook event so that you can get the updates and you can see what's going on. Otherwise, I will chat with you tomorrow, my friend. Ciao.